This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Eric Morton of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Here now is the news for April 25th, 2025. Reminder, first of all, for our big event, agloriousfinale.com is where you can learn about it. It's going to be a 3-day event in June where we say goodbye and celebrate the life and legacy of Muppet Vision 3D with the Imagineers who helped make it happen. It's all going to be right here in Orlando. Exciting news on this is that we did sell out. Basically, demand was so high that we are now moving to a larger venue, and we have opened up more ticket sales for in-person. And don't worry if you can't get here. Well, you can do it. You can do the stream. We're going to offer a live stream to people. So you can go to the website there and figure out how to get that stream too. We will be making specific announcements about the larger venue we're moving to very soon. I hoped to have that information today, but I think they're still kind of signing contracts and things like that. But if you're a WIGS member, you already kind of know. Those details will be coming out real soon. All right, let's get to the news now, shall we? A man has been banned from Walt Disney World after he was caught sneaking a wallet full of cocaine into Magic Kingdom Park. Dustin Lee Wallace, 44, of St. Augustine, was arrested March 29th and charged with possession of cocaine. He pleaded not guilty earlier this month, according to Orange Circuit Court records. Wallace's attorney did not respond to a request for a comment. Disney security officer Brian Colon described the situation in his official arrest report. He witnessed Wallace and his son walk up to the security checkpoint near the Magic Kingdom bus loop. As per usual security policies at Magic Kingdom, Colon went to wand the pair with a metal detector and checked their bags. Colon also asked Wallace to remove his wallet from his back pocket, to which Wallace complied. Brian observed that his wallet was bulky and he began to get nervous. Brian explained he must check the wallet. The defendant opened it and he observed a bag of powdery white substances. Brian contacted his manager for assistance, according to that report. Orange County Sheriff's Office used a field test on the white powder and found the results were presumptive positive, indicating the presence of cocaine. Wallace later admitted to trying to bring the drugs into the Magic Kingdom, claiming the cocaine was for stress relief. Dustin advised he had been using cocaine for approximately 1 month because of stress from work. This latest incident is at least the second time in the past several months someone's been arrested for trying to bring drugs in the Magic Kingdom. Previously, Aya Zabib of Lake Worth was arrested with a small brown vial of what she told authorities was cocaine left from the Electric Daisy Carnival, an electronic music festival in Orlando. Court records show the drug was later identified actually as ketamine, so boy, we got all the varieties you want in the Magic Kingdom. Zabib is now charged with possession of ketamine, which is a third-degree felony. She has pleaded not guilty. The case is still pending. Of course, these people are presumed innocent until found otherwise in a court of law. The Adventureland and Frontierland sign from the back of the former land has been reinstalled at Magic Kingdom after 3 months of work. The double-sided sign hangs from an archway structure at the back of Adventureland. It was removed in January. It features the same design as it did before, but appears to have been refurbished. It could also be an entirely new sign, but just identical to the previous one. We don't really know, but it looks the same. The sign hangs from metal hardware around a post, but there are additional steel wires to keep it secure. One side of the sign simply reads Adventureland, while the other reads Passage to Frontierland. The land names are in large white letters with red borders. There is a yellow filigree around the words. The signs were removed amid various Adventureland construction projects. Nearby, there's been ongoing work also, as you know, if you follow our site, in the Plaza del Sol Carib Bazaar gift shop and adjacent spaces. The gift shop was refurbished and props are still being installed ahead of the opening of that new Pirates of the Caribbean Tavern, which replaces Pirates League. On the other side of the Pirates of the Caribbean, the clock tower has also seen some work in recent weeks. The faux gunholes on the tower of the Magic Kingdom DVC kiosk have been covered. The tower is outside the newly opened Disney Vacation Club member lounge, McKim's Mile House in Frontierland. The lounge replaced the Frontierland Shootin' Arcade. The DVC kiosk has been located outside the arcade for many years in this sort of fort-style tower. Previously, each side of the tower had 3 rectangular openings near the top. These represented gun holes, which are used in real forts to, I guess, shoot out of. Such gun holes still exist in Fort Langhorne on Tom Sawyer Island, by the way, where guests can, quote, shoot fake rifles. One of the gun holes on the front of the tower has been turned into a larger window. The others have been patched up and painted over. The planks where they used to be are noticeably less faded than the other planks, and there are some fresh, dark patches over the holes that were most recently patched. Along with the closure of Frontierland Shooting Arcade, the covering of Gunholes appears to be part of that larger effort to cut down gun references in Disney parks. Fort Langhorne will also permanently close when Tom Sawyer Island is replaced with a Cars area. Removing the Gunholes also reinforces this area's new theming as a mile house instead of a fort. For reference, you can see in photos the tower looked a little bit different just a few weeks ago with Gunholes still intact. You can also see Gunholes at the beginning of our tour video of McKim's Mile House and Member Lounge. That's right here on our channel. Not our only Coke story. Leading off, we have another one. The colorful new mural on this side of ice-cold hydraulics in Disney's Hollywood Studios now appears to be complete. Work began on the mural earlier this month, and it now takes up the entirety of the brick wall facing the Kiosk's seating. The Coca-Cola word mark is written across the top in red letters. White and orange swirls cross over the words. Blue, green, and red paisley designs in the upper right corner feature hidden Mickeys. The lower right half depicts a beach with the sun setting over the ocean. A retro van is parked on the beach with a surfboard leaning against its side. There are some more paisley designs around the bottom of the beach scene. A woman is depicted holding a bottle of Coke and is saying, "Enjoy." No, it's not in her wallet. Ice Cold Hydraulics is in Grand Avenue outside Muppet Vision 3D and the entrance to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It opened in February 2024 and features Coke-infused food and beverages. The location also serves classic Disney treats like Mickey pretzels, popcorn, and cotton candy. Crews have removed Scrim from the Keystone Clothiers doorway and windows at Disney's Hollywood Studios that have been under construction for a while. Still behind construction walls, the three new concrete forms of the doorway and window frames are visible. The doorway was the only part that was broken, but it seems Disney decided to refurbish all three elements so they would kind of match. The new concrete forms resemble the old window and doorway shapes with rounded tops. The pink walls around the frames have some damage from the construction. They will probably be repainted after work on the frames is complete, we're assuming. For comparison, we'll show you a photo of what the windows and doorway looked like back in 2020. The windows were white marble with gold marble bases, while the doorway was completely green marble. Back in September 2022, some may remember, part of that doorway collapsed. Construction walls went up around that door. It took them a while to do anything with it. When they came down a year later, the facade was not fixed. It was just kind of temporarily covered in green panels, as you see here. The current construction walls went up in late February 2025, followed by Scrim in March. Keystone Clothiers is one of the shops on Hollywood Boulevard, the main street of Disney's Hollywood Studios. This store remains open during that exterior refurbishment, with entrances on either side of the building still usable. It offers Star Wars and Marvel merchandise. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head over to www.nt.travel and their team will design your next magical vacation from Disney World and Disneyland to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Pylons holding up the dock utilized during KiteTails have finally been removed from Discovery River at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The metal pylons holding up the dock utilized during KiteTails were removed. The launch dock itself was previously removed from the space in January, which occurred more than 2 years after the show ended. Shuttered in 2022, KiteTails featured two versions of the Lagoon show inspired by The Lion King and The Jungle Book. The giant character kites were launched from this dock in water in front of Amanpour ice cream truck and would crash land in the unused part of the stands. It was kind of unusual. Everyone always wondered if it crashed. It was, I guess, the only way to really land them. One such crash landing resulted in the shredding of the King Louis kite. The amphitheater seating remains unchanged despite the absence of shows or attractions. Of course, Rivers of Light also utilized the same amphitheater seating and was permanently closed back in 2020. That was likely a residual effect of the COVID-19 pandemic. Construction on Tropical Americas continues with a walking path now visible and new retaining wall in place. Since our last update on Tropical America's construction and Dinoland USA demolition, Demo, Rubble, and Crumpled Dino Institute billboards have been cleared up and cement has been poured with a defined path appearing to close the former home of Chester and Hester's dinosaur treasures in the area where world's largest pin truck had been parked. The construction walls remain in place, and these changes are visible above the wall from the higher vantage point. As seen in the image that we're showing here, a chain link fence atop a barricade formed a retaining wall. Well, that's all been placed close to Chester and Hester's structure. We also found construction crews actively assembling what looked like tent supports. Dinoland USA at Disney's Animal Kingdom is currently being demolished in phases to make way for the upcoming land, featuring attractions themed around Encanto and Indiana Jones. The Tropical America's Land is scheduled to open in 2027. Magic Key Park passes for Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure are no longer available on the resort's actual 70th anniversary. According to the Orange County Register, all Magic Key Park passes for July 17th, the actual 70th anniversary date of Disneyland, have been booked. Park passes were only available to Inspire and Believe key holders. Enchant and Imagine Key, they were already blocked out for that date. Reservations could reopen for one or both parks if Disney makes more available or if people cancel their plans. We previously reported that Magic Key Park passes were gone for May 16th as well. That's the day that the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration officially begins. Park passes are still available on both dates for other tickets. Magic Key Park passes have been a contentious issue since the Magic Key system replaced annual passes and park passes were introduced. Soon after Magic Key launched, a Dream Key holder sued Disney over limited park pass availability. Despite the park supposedly having no blockout dates, the suit became class action and was settled in 2023. Disneyland agreed to pay Dream Key holders $67.41 each. In response to the lawsuit, Disney retired the Dream Key, replaced it with the Inspire Key. They no longer list no blackout dates as a perk for any Magic Key. Disney also added a clause to the Magic Key terms and conditions that requires key holders to waive the right to file a class action lawsuit. Disneyland Resort's 70th anniversary will run through the summer of 2026. Special entertainment includes World of Color Happiness with Muppets pre-show, a cavalcade featuring Duffy, and the returning Paint the Night Parade. That's the big one people are excited about. There's also going to be an It's a Small World update, including the addition of another verse by the late Sherman Brothers, and Walt Disney, A Magical Life, featuring the controversial Walt Disney audio animatronic. That's going to open on the 70th anniversary along with various exhibits in the Main Street Opera House. Disney has shared a first look at several new beverages coming to Disneyland Resort, including a lemonade drink that comes in a Country Bears mason jar sipper. A new post from the Disney Eats Instagram account at Disney Eats, if you want to check them out. They've shared the first photos and information about several new beverage options coming to Disneyland Resort. The first new item is a watermelon lemonade with ice topped with lemon-flavored popping spheres. The drink is non-alcoholic and will also be available in a special Jamboree mason jar sipper. The new lemonade and sipper will be available at Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, which you can see in our full video tour in our article. I think we have a video tour of it too. The new sipper is shaped like a transparent mason jar with the circular image of Ursus H. Bear from the Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree signage. Other new drinks previewed by Disney include a peach lemonade, pineapple aqua fresca, and pineapple cocktail. A peach lemonade with peach rings at Harbor Galley, lemonade and peach puree garnished with peach rings and rimmed with chili lime seasoning. That's non-alcoholic. The pineapple agua fresca at Paradise Garden Grill, that's also non-alcoholic. That's fresh pineapple cocktail at Paradise Garden Grill. This features tequila, agua fresca de piña, and chili lime seasoned rim. Over at Little Red Wagon, a new lychee strawberry green tea will be available. The drink is green tea infused with lychee flavor and topped with strawberries, making it non-alcoholic. The cappuccino cart will also be serving a new mango guava iced tea. Finally, the post previewed two more drinks coming to Mint Julep Bar at Hollywood Lounge. That's the passion fruit mint julep. It's passion fruit, mint, and a hint of lime. It's non-alcoholic. And the tiki margarita at Hollywood Lounge is tequila with pineapple margarita. That is alcoholic. All the new drinks, including a new Jamboree Mason Jar Sipper, will be available starting April 30th. The post didn't include any pricing. We'll find out. A new ball cap has joined the Disneyland Resort 70th Anniversary merchandise collection available at the resort. We found a new hat at the Emporium on Main Street, USA for $29.99. The hat is black with teal trim around the brim. The Disneyland Resort 70th Celebration logo is on the front, featuring a blue-purple D with a pink Sleeping Beauty castle tower in the center. Additional stars are sprinkled around the logo. The year 1955 is on the left side of the D logo, and 2025 is on the other side. The numbers represent, of course, the opening year of the resort and the current year. Disneyland Resort 70 is written at the bottom. On the corner of the brim is a bluish-purple 70 with a pink castle tower stuck above it. Celebrate Happy is written above the, there's a lot on this hat. Celebrate Happy is on there at the opening on the back above the hat with colorful stars leading down the adjustable strap. The Sleeping Beauty castle outline is etched in gold on the gold hardware there anyway. The 70th anniversary celebration officially, of course, kicks off on May 16th and runs through the summer of 2026. We already talked about that and all the special offerings. Disneyland Resort has posted a casting call seeking online submissions from performers to portray members of the Fantastic Four. The casting call, posted on the Disney Auditions website, is specifically seeking Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Johnny Storm / Human Torch lookalikes. Disney may already have someone resembling Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, and Ben Grimm, the Thing. They would be portrayed by performers in a costume, potentially with help from a Project Exo suit like that used for the limited time Hulk meet and greet. We don't really know. We're speculating a little. Disney says performers would need to portray Reed Richards and Johnny Storm for a limited time, and performers must be available at least 3 days a week. Here are the descriptions. Reed Richards, you need to be 5'11" to 6'1", also known as Mr. Fantastic. He's the leader of the Fantastic Four and considered one of the smartest men alive. As for Johnny Storm, 5'8" to 5'10". Fiery and hot-headed, the Human Torch burns up the sky with an unquenchable love of adventure and always has the backs of his family, the Fantastic Four. In the upcoming The Fantastic Four First Steps, Reed Richards is portrayed by Pedro Pascal and Johnny Storm is played by Joseph Quinn. Submissions are due by 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time on Wednesday, April 30th. Fantastic Four First Steps releases in theaters on July 25th, if you care about that. Of course, we have the trailer on our website and all that kind of stuff. The newest collaboration between Alaska Airlines and Disneyland Resort is an airplane decked out in Tiana's Bayou Adventure livery, dubbed the Tiana's Bayou Adventure Flyer. The announcement reads, Alaska Airlines revealed the new livery at Portland International Airport before its first flight to Santa Ana, California. The plane is a Boeing 737-800, tail number N596 Alpha S, with an exterior showcasing Tiana's Bayou Adventure-inspired graphics. It took artists more than 2,000 hours to paint. Princess Tiana is pictured on the plane's tail in her Tiana's Bayou Adventure outfit. Prince Naveen and Mama Odie are pictured on the winglets. Every journey should be as magical as the destination, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure Flyer brings that wonder to the skies in a way that perfectly complements our commitment to creating remarkable journeys. This aircraft captures Princess Tiana's love for exploration and adventure, inspiring our guests to embrace new possibilities and create memories along the way. That was from Eric Edge, Vice President of Brand and Marketing for Alaska Airlines. Yellow dots representing fireflies are across the side of the plane against a scene from the Louisiana Bayou. Lewis the alligator is pictured in the water surrounded by fireflies and water lilies. He balances his trumpet on his finger. Some of Tiana's new critter friends, that's Bo the possum, Apollo the raccoon, and Rufus the turtle, are pictured playing their instruments. Those are the animals from the little animal band on the attraction. On board, a Tiana's Bayou Adventure snack pack will be available for purchase beginning this summer while supplies last. Tiana's Bayou Adventure Flyer debuts just in time for the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration, so we can't wait to see. If you fly on it, tag us, take pictures, put them on social media, and tag us. For more than 25 years, Alaska Airlines and Disneyland Resort have collaborated to bring magic and happiness to the skies. As Disneyland Resort prepares to celebrate its 70th anniversary, this latest edition honors our legacy and looks ahead to a bright future with Princess Tiana leading the way. That's from Sybil Crum. She's the VP of Marketing and Commercial Strategy at Disneyland Resort. This is Alaska Airlines' 9th Disneyland Resort-themed aircraft and the first to feature a Disney princess. Joins the lineup includes Mickey's Toontown Express, Star Wars Transport to the Disneyland Resort, and the Toy Story-inspired Friendship and Beyond at Disneyland Resort. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to plan your next Disney trip, that time is now. DVC Rental Store has just dropped prices on DVC rentals for Disney Deluxe resorts, making this the lowest pricing of the year. For a limited time only, you can experience the luxury and convenience of staying in a Disney Deluxe villa at a fraction of the cost of booking directly through Disney. Today's show is brought to you by DVC Rental Store, a great way for you to plan a luxury Disney vacation on a modest budget. You don't need to sign up for a full DVC contract, but instead, they will allow you to rent the points you need for a magical stay. It really is the best way to stay deluxe at a fraction of the cost, and now, thanks to their lowest price guaranteed offer, you will always have the best price on the market. The rooms are discounted up to 75% off. They have the largest member inventory for points, so lots to choose from. You can search their inventory for free right now, which is not something all rental companies offer. And if you do choose to book, they have a great cancellation policy and a low down payment. DVC Rental Store is the #1 DVC rental company in the United States and one we've used many times over. Head over to our description to check them out. Park hopping will return for a limited time to Tokyo Disney Resort for the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic. Tokyo Disney Resort will have a one-day park hopper passport available this summer. It'll grant access to one park at opening time with the ability to move freely between Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea starting at 11 a.m. The passport is 15,300 yen to 18,900 yen for adults and 12,600 yen to 15,500 yen for juniors and 9,100 yen to 9,600 yen for smaller kids. You look up the exchange rate on Google. I don't know what it is this moment. It does change daily. It'll be available during the official summer period from July 2nd through September 15th. Sales will open at 2 p.m. on May 2nd. Tickets can be purchased on the Tokyo Disney Resort website during the same period. Tokyo Disney Resort will also offer the early evening passport and weeknight passport every day. The early evening passport, which grants entry to a park after 3 p.m., is usually only available on weekends and holidays. The weeknight passport, giving access after 5 p.m., is usually only available on weekdays. Tokyo Disney Resort announced details of their summer 2025 offerings, including a new summer theme song, merchandise, and menu items. Here's what guests can expect to experience this summer. A new theme song by the three-member rock band Mrs. Green Apple will be incorporated into summer offerings. Tokyo Disney Resort has also collaborated with the band on special merchandise collections, which will be available in late July. The theme song will be added to the random soundtrack of songs on Happy Ride with Baymax at Tokyo Disneyland for a limited period. The ride's 6 original songs will also remain in rotation. This will be the first time that a song by a Japanese musical artist is incorporated into a Tokyo Disney Resort attraction. This attraction will be available for the Summer Cool Off event from July 2nd through September 15th. Also part of Summer Cool Off is the new Get Soaked Harbor Splash Show featuring the same theme song. The show will be presented in Mediterranean Harbor with water spouts spraying guests. We have multiple articles on our website, cover all that Get Soaked stuff, including an even wetter version of their extra wet Splash Mountain, a new Dockside Splash Remix dance festival show featuring sprayed water, and Baymax's Mission Cool Down, which is a 2-float parade that runs along the standard parade route 3 times daily. There's also a new Neon Baymax merchandise and Got Splashed merchandise. The new merchandise items will be available from July 1st. Several refreshing summer menu items are also there, inspired by Baymax, including the Cool Down Udon. Food items will be available beginning on June 5th. Also, summer offerings at the hotels include the previously announced Hawaiian buffet with Stitch at Chef Mickey in the Disney Ambassador Hotel. The buffet will be available from July 1st through September 15th, with both Mickey and Stitch appearing. Some restaurants at Disney Ambassador Hotel and Tokyo Disneyland Hotel will offer the Sunny Summer. That's a special menu. Outdoor pools will open for an extra fee at Disney Ambassador Hotel, Tokyo Disney Sea Hotel Miracosta, and Tokyo Disneyland Hotel. The pools are only available to guests staying at the hotel. A summer-themed photo spot and special Sunny Summer drinks will be available at the Disney Ambassador Hotel's outdoor pool. There will also be a nighttime pool experience. Finally, starting on June 5th, Disney Resort Line will offer Sunny Summer day passes at ticket machines at each station. From July 1st, day passes with a Got Splash design will also be available. Other summer offerings at Tokyo Disney Resort include the return of Country Bear Vacation Jamboree overlay, the new Dreams Take Flight show, and the We Love Big Band Beat celebration. Disney Cruise Line has announced the return of Marvel Day at Sea and Pixar Day at Sea for 2025. Marvel Day at Sea will be on select 4- and 5-night Disney Magic sailings out of Port of Galveston. This marks the first time Marvel Day at Sea will be available for those Texas sailings. Marvel Day at Sea includes entertainment, character encounters, themed dining, and special merchandise. The adventure culminates in a clash between heroes and villains during a deck party. Spider-Man, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Thor, Loki, and Black Panther are among the Marvel heroes and villains who will appear during Marvel Day at Sea in 2026. Fathoms will host a big band USO show featuring vintage dance numbers and an appearance by Captain America. Okoye, the general of Wakanda's Dora Milaje, will lead recruits in warrior training in the ship's atrium. Young heroes can participate in the Avengers Training Initiative to test their super skills. Mickey, Minnie, and their friends will also dress up in Marvel gear during Mickey and Minnie's Superhero Celebration. The signature nighttime spectacular is Marvel's Heroes Unite. The show on the upper decks includes stunts, special effects, and fireworks at sea. You can visit our website to view when Marvel Day at Sea voyages will be available. Now, Pixar Day at Sea returns to select 5-night Disney fantasy sailings out of Port Canaveral. Experiences are inspired by Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, Inside Out, and Coco. Things kick off with the Hey Howdy Breakfast, a musical meal themed to Toy Story. Crush's Totally Awesome Pool Party on the upper decks will feature dances and games led by Crush's Pixar Party Patrol. Pixar Party Patrol. Guests are invited to wear Pixar-inspired outfits to show off during Edna Mode's Style on Parade. Anyone Can Cook is a live cooking demonstration with Disney chefs inspired by Ratatouille and featuring a dish of the same name. The celebration wraps up with Pixar Pals Celebration, a high-energy dance party with Pixar characters on the upper decks. You can also visit our site for a complete list of voyage dates for that. The former Walt Disney World cast member who hacked the resort's menus and changed allergen information has been sentenced to 3 years in prison. In January, Michael Scheuer pled guilty to knowingly transmitting a program, code, or command to a protected computer and intentionally causing damage, and for committing aggravated identity theft. U.S. District Judge Julie Sneed sentenced him to 3 years in federal prison, plus ordered him to forfeit his computer and pay $687,776.50 in restitution to the victims. This is via WFTV 9. We initially reported on this case back last October. Scheuer, I apologize if I'm pronouncing the last name wrong. He was a menu production manager for Walt Disney World. He was fired back in June of 2024, but continued to access the menu system on personal devices for 3 months after that. According to the lawsuit against him via Scribd, Scheuer he changed menus in retaliation for his firing, including profanity and changing fonts. More dangerously, though, he manipulated the allergen information on menus by adding information to some allergen notifications that indicated certain menu items were safe for individuals with peanut allergies, when in fact they could be deadly to those with peanut allergies, that according to the report. Scheuer also changed the information for wine regions to be locations of recent mass shootings, added a swastika to one menu, and launched denial of service attacks to lock cast members out of their accounts. Scheuer visited the home of one of his DOS targets at night, giving a thumbs up to a security camera before leaving. Disney provided security to that target and moved them to a hotel for their own safety. The FBI Tampa division was forced to intervene, raiding Scheuer's residence and seizing his electronics. Special Agent in Charge Matthew Fodor said, "Formidable relationships with the private sector are a pillar of the FBI's cyber strategy. Through the strength in our partnerships, our cyber task force swiftly identified Mr. Scheuer and disrupted his ability to continue threatening the public. We're committed to safeguarding a robust cyber strategy to unmask malicious cyber actors to ensure justice is served." That according to WFTV 9. After news of his acts broke, his attorney told NBC News that the allegations acknowledged that no one was injured or harmed and that Scheuer has a disability that it believes impacted his termination from Disney. Disney stopped using the third-party menu application that he had manipulated and said it has moved to a manual menu approval and distribution process while a new system is developed. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those that did not make it on today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who help make this show happen each and every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.